Hello, and welcome to Slow English with Kelsey. Today, I want to talk about something that is very peculiar in the English language. You might have heard it before if you ever spent time with native English speakers. The thing I will talk about today is the standard way that strangers greet each other in English when they are out in public. That is, hi, how are you? Let me explain. When you're out and about in an English speaking country, specifically, I'm talking about the United States, and somebody says, hi, how are you? The response that they're looking for is something along the lines of, good, and you? Good, and you? Actually, sometimes no response is okay. They're not actually asking you how you are. This has just become the typical way of greeting strangers. It is just a phrase that somehow has taken the place of hello, good day. Hello, good day. It's now become hi, how are you? I'm good. And you? Or good. And you? I know this might sound crazy to many of you who are from a culture where asking somebody how they are always means that you really care to know how they are. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of times when somebody asks you, how are you? That they really care about how you are. This would happen between friends, between family. If someone is really caring about how you are, they're genuinely asking you how you are. But a stranger on the street saying, hi, how are you? They're not actually caring how you are. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just how it has developed in English, and you'll probably get more used to it. It's still bizarre sometimes to me as a native English speaker, but again, you get used to it. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's normal to have somebody say to you, hi, how are you? And they don't even wait for a response. They just keep walking. It's really, like I said, just become a way to acknowledge another person's presence, which, if you look at it in that way, it's actually kind of beautiful. I love to travel around the world, and a lot of countries don't acknowledge the presence of another human being when you pass each other in public. This short phrase, hi, how are you? Or even just, how are you? In the United States has become a phrase that is very regularly used to acknowledge the presence of another human being. So it becomes a little less strange and a little more beautiful from that perspective. Something else I want to share about this phrase is that the most common response to "Hi, how are you?" is the response, "I'm good. And you?" "I'm good. And you?" And technically, that is not grammatically correct. It should be, "I'm well. And you?" "I'm well. And you?" But at least in the United States, you will hardly ever hear that response. It is almost always, "I'm good. And you?" "I'm good. And you?" There's sometimes some variations, like, "I'm fine. And you?" Or, "It's okay. And you?" Or, uh, "And you?" Or, "Oh, it's great. And you?" There's short variations, but the answer is not to tell a stranger everything that's on your heart in that moment. I've often thought that that would be very nice to be able to tell a stranger who asks that question, "Hi, how are you?" what's really going on inside. But that's just not how it is. So I wanted to teach you this and to explain this phrase and how it's used from my perspective. Let me know in the comments if something similar to this phrase exists in your country, or if this is something that sounds bizarre to you. Let me know, and please like and subscribe for more content to help you learn English. You are doing something so incredible to be learning a new language. I know it can be so difficult sometimes, and what you're doing is incredible. Keep going, keep believing that you'll get there, and you will. Until next time, bye.